All right, guys, it is March 31st, and I'm going to go over the trades I did on Tuesday, March 29th, 2018. Um, if you're in the group, I posted Wednesday night that I thought there was going to be a big move, and I thought that big move that was setting up was actually going to be on the downside because I kind of saw a head and shoulders forming. So left shoulder here, the head right here, and then the right shoulder here. This was a weak right shoulder, but that was the only setup I saw at the time. So I also saw this big squeeze coming up, and that's why I knew there was going to be a big move. So the head and shoulders pattern that I kind of saw, and the big squeeze telling me that it was going to fire soon, told me that there was a big move coming. I didn't know which direction, but I knew there was a big move. I made the assumption it was going to be down because I thought this head and shoulders was gonna play out, but I didn't have a position on. This was Wednesday night. I said, keep watch. There's gonna be a big move. I thought it was gonna be to the downside because of the head and shoulders, but around 2:30 in the morning, I saw this pushing up to the bull side, to the buy side. So about 2:38 exactly in the morning, I saw it pushing up to the bull side, and I knew it was going to have a push to the upside today or Thursday. So, and then I seen the DMI, the green cross over the red, meaning that buyers were trying to take over control. And the CCI, that's a good indication for buyers. And then also the RSI, it's pretty up in the buy side, more than the sell side. But I mean, all that could change. Could change right when the bell opens. But this was my assumption before the market opened. That was my thinking. So I saw the squeeze on the TTM squeeze. I saw the red dots building up. So I knew there was going to be a big move. We're on the hourly chart. And then right before the market opens, on the 5-minute chart, there's a squeeze building there too. So there's a squeeze building there too. Squeeze building there, and then bulls and bears fighting on who was going to take control. CCI was still looking all right, and RSI was still looking all right for the bull side. So this is what I look at before the market opens. And let's go to the 15-minute. All right. No, let's go back to the 5. Okay, and then this is where I post my, right before the market opens, I get my support and resistance lines in, right? So let me see here. Sorry, guys. All right, so see here. So there's a resistance line right here. Let's see. There we go, right there. And then there was one about right here. Right there. See that? Support. First it was resistance, then it was support, came back, support, support, broke through, and then resistance again. And let's see, one more we had right here. Okay. So before the market opened, I plotted these lines and I knew there was going to be a big move. And I had my bias to the upside. The night before I had it to the downside because of this possible head and shoulders that I had. But at 2:38 in the morning, that changed when I saw it pushing up to the bull side, and I was just like, okay, it's gonna be a green day, and I'm gonna let my indicators talk. And so I started plotting towards the upside, see what my support and resistance lines were. So this is why I plotted here. There's support. First it was resistance, and then it was support, resistance, and then support. Same thing right here. Resistance, 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 resistance. So my first barrier of resistance to get over was that 261.90. Once it got over that, I knew that it didn't have any resistance. It kind of had some resistance right here, but it was weak. I mean, that's weak resistance. Yeah, it's fairly weak. I knew that there's going to be strong resistance here, and there's going to be even more strong resistance here. This was the top. I knew that. I knew if we got past 261.9, we were definitely going to 264. And if we got past 264, we weren't going to head past 265 at all. So that was my target. So 264 was for sure target if we passed 261.90, and 265 was second target if we were pushing on through 264. Okay, so that was my thinking, guys. I'm trying to give you my thought process and before the day. And I saw the squeezes. That this 1 hour squeeze was talking to me. It was saying it's going to be a big move. Going to be a big move today. So let's get this party started. All right. So market's open. And that squeeze is building. Oh, and just fired. And look at that. Boom. Took off. Now at this point, I'm not in the market. I don't have any positions. I don't have any calls, any puts. Watching and seeing how this is going to go. So look at that. 1 hour just fired. So the TTM squeeze just fired to the upside, and this squeeze just fired to the upside. So at this point, I'm like, okay, let's start looking at positions. So 264 is what I think it's going to go to if it passes 261.90. So that's what I'm going to risk. 140, 10, cost 1400. Filled. Okay. So I got that firing off. Oh, yep, I got that firing off. I got that firing off. I got the DMI green, meaning buyers are in control. I got CCI flaring up over 100, meaning that buyers are in control. And I have RSI flaring up almost past 70, meaning buyers are in control. Over here, buyers in control, buyers in control, buyers in control. Firing off. All signs point to go. So I went. All right. So we're 8 minutes in. We had initial pop. This fired off and it's looking good. Still looking good, still looking good, still looking good. One hour, still looking good. As long as that stays above and it's green, we're good. Once this starts heading down and it's red, that's no good. There we go. So these tails are signaling to me that price is getting rejected. Boom, boom, price rejected, price rejected. And this candle is definitely telling me price is being rejected. So this is my stop loss. So if this closes below that, that's my stop loss for the trade I'm in now. Although 260 is my cautionary area. 260. Let's see. 260 is right there. $260 is my area where I want to stay on caution. And 259, about 259.65. If it passes 269.58, 269.60, then I'm going to go short. And the reason is because there was a bunch of support down there. So 260.25, there's a bunch of support. 259.58, there was a bunch of support. So if it breaks this, it's going down. And I'm going to go short. But until that happens, this is telling me to go long. Okay? And now there's another squeeze building. Another squeeze building, and it's passing my stop loss. But I got to wait for the candle to close. So I did jump the gun, and I broke a trading rule of mine. But I'm just being completely transparent with you guys. So I got excited, saw the squeeze, saw the DMI, the CCI, the RSI. I saw it. I saw all on both sides. They were green, green, green. Everything gave me a go signal. I thought it was going to keep popping, and it didn't. And I got in the trade. So close below and still closing. So what do? we get out. So I'm down 250. 250, gotta close it, right? 218, closed it. Now, oh, look at that. We got a downtrend, and for a second there, oh, look, there it is again. A bottoming tail. Downtrend, bottoming tail. I just closed out that position, and now if this is a bottoming tail, I'm going to get back into my position. But if it's not, I'm going to stay out. If it keeps falling, I'm going to stay out. So I'm out right now, completely out. And look at that. It's looking like it's going to be a bottoming tail. So now I got to get my trades back on, and I'm going to buy it for more. So now I'm going to take a loss. So got to wait for it to close. Did it close? Yeah, it closed. That's a nice bottoming tail. So get back over here and buy those again. And I lost money already because I didn't follow my rules. So this closes below that, then I'll get out of this one too. Ooh, look at that. It's hitting that cautious area. You always got to wait for these candles to close. You never know what's going to happen. This could turn around and ramp up, or could fall. You just got to wait for it to close. You got to be patient. Obviously, I wasn't patient. That's why I'm losing money. Lost money here. I'm losing money again. It's almost back to what I first sold it for. But let's see. Okay, another tail. Okay. Didn't close below that. So this one didn't close below that tail. It made another tail. And so if this one closes below this tail, then I'll get out. This one looks like it's making another tail. This might be another bottoming tail. So downtrend, bottoming tail, hammer candle. It's nice. Oh, look at the 1 hour. It's firing off green, green. That's a good sign. Very good sign. Green still in control, in control. Look at that turning up on the RSI. That's good signs, good signs, good signs. So CCI and the DMI told me to get out right here. Boom, boom. Even the RSI. Past 50 right here. So right here, right here, right here, right here. Even the TTM squeeze told me to get out on this candle. Told me to get out on this candle. And I didn't. And look at that. It fell. But these bottoming tails, they're telling me to get in. They're saying get in. There's buyers here. Get in. Buyers, 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 buyers. DMI is not telling me to get in yet. CCI is telling me time is coming. After it passes that 0 and it heads towards 100, that'd be a good confirmation. RSI passes 50, starts headed towards 70. That's a good indication. And then TTM squeeze starts lowering and then turns into green. That's a good indication as well. On the 1 hour chart, everything's still good. Everything's still good to go. Look at that, green, green, green. Momentum building to the buy side. Buyers in control still. CCI still above 0. RSI right at 50. So this is my stop loss. Right there. Ooh. Ouch. So if this doesn't engulf this candle, then I might be in trouble. That's engulfing, but it has to close. That's a big engulfing. Let's see if it closes though. Ooh. That's a nice engulfing if it closes that. It's hitting resistance. Look at this. TTM squeeze right here. Firing hard. Control, in control, in control. RSI above 50. It's good. Still green. That's good. TTM doing great. TTM coming back down, which is good. Oh, we engulfed that, so we're good to go. Now we got to get back above 261.10 and then go and battle with the 261.90. Look at this. DMI green switching over to the red, saying that the sellers are losing control and the buyers are coming back into control. CCI going above 0, going towards 100. Good news for buyers. RSI to go above 50 and head towards 70. So it's a pivotal moment on the DMI, the CCI, the RSI, and the charts. The 1 hour in beautiful shape still. Just building, building. Still in control, still in control, still in control. Definitely in control. So even though this candle looks like it's dying, if you notice the DMI, the green is above the red and it's separating, meaning that it is coming up and separating space between them. They were interlocked right here. And now it's separating space, meaning that the buyers are in control. CCI just went above 0. RSI above 50. Look at that. DMI completely separated from it now and headed up. Great sign. And look, another squeeze coming. Another squeeze coming. And we broke through that. We broke through the resistance of 61.10, which now is our stop loss again. So remember, this was our stop loss. So now this is our stop loss again. And all the indicators are in the buyer's favor. And this 1 hour just still looking great. Just building on that momentum. Still good, still good, still good. So right here we had one squeeze and then it failed. Then we came back and now we're going to have another squeeze. Let's see if that one fails. CCI is almost to 100. Bulls are looking V-shaped recovery right there. V-shaped recovery. So we held that on this candle. We just broke it on this candle. But let's see what that candle closes at. So we have the moving average and we have support right there. So let's see what happens. And we're building up for a squeeze. But look at that. The bears are trying to come back. See that DMI? Bears are trying to come back and take over that control. See what happens. Look at that. CCI is coming back down towards the 0 line. Support line held. CCI 75, 70 now. That squeeze is building. Oh, there it is. That squeeze just fired. That squeeze on the 5 minute just fired. to the upside. CCI almost at 100. Look at the volume on the buys and the sells. There's more volume on the buys than on the sells. That just tells you that the bulls are in favor. 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 1 hour chart, definitely. Bulls are in favor. All this tells you bulls are in favor. Look at that. Squeeze, fire, fire, going higher. The red line was turning and towards the green line, and now it turned back. Look at that CCI above 100 now. That's a great sign for the bulls. RSI headed towards 70. Good sign. Everything looking good still. I'll forward the video. I'm not gonna make you guys go through the whole trading day, but once we test the resistance levels and get through those, then we'll speed up some. So look at this DMI turning up. That's a great sign. CCI 50 points above 100. That's a great sign. RSI 5 points away from 70. That's a great sign. And look at this firing. Boom, boom, boom. And look at this one. 1 hour just fired on the TTM squeeze. And look at that candle. It's a beautiful candle. So now it's testing that 161.90. It's testing that right now. So let's see what happens. If it breaks this resistance and continues higher, I'm going to add more position because I know that there's no resistance until 264. So it has to close above and then confirm. So let's get order ready. Buy 10 at the mid. So DMI, bulls completely in control. Bears, no. 180 on the CCI. It's a great sign for buyers. And the RSI pretty much at 70. Yep, 67, 68. It's a great sign. All right, so it broke above 261.90. So let's see if it holds. Need confirmation. Once I get confirmation that it's going to hold above, I'll put my order through. Broke above. Let's get confirmation. Look at that. Beautiful firing. In control. That looks pretty good. Yep, that's confirmation. Let's get it in there. 261. All right. In control, in control, in control. Look at that. RSI above 70, which is great. Buyers are in control. Buyers in control. Buyers in control. Buyers in control. Now remember I said there was some slight resistance at that 263 level, but I didn't think it was a big deal. Let's see if this if SPY thinks it's a big deal. We might have trouble there, we might not. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what our trade's at. So we have 20 contracts and we have a total profit of 460. We had a loss earlier, so our profit for the day is $200. So we got that confirmation. This is gonna be our stop loss. So let's speed it up. About an hour. All right, so it looked like 263 was some resistance. Yep, it definitely was some resistance. So 263 was definitely some resistance. So we could have took some precaution and put some resistance lines there, but I didn't think it was that big of a resistance. But as you could see, the SPY did, and they halted the trading right there and came back down. And the buyers are still in control though. But right here is where it peaked. Yep. And then RSI when it came back down below 70, and when the CCI came below 100, and when the DMI crossed below the moving average of the DMI, and the TTM squeeze turned red, is pretty much a good point in where it went down. Okay, never broke our stop loss. And this downtrend, look at that, bottoming tail, up. All right, let's all right. So that bottoming tail was this bottoming tail signal for an uptrend. Boom, 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 boom. And look at this squeeze again. Squeeze, fired off, and shooting up. And look at this squeeze, still going. And there was a bull flag and a pop. Bull flag and a pop. Bull flag, pop. Let's see if we could get to 264. So 264 was our first target. So once we hit 264, I'm going to take half my position off, and I'm going to let the other half go to 265. So if we look at here, we see that the bulls are still in control, but we are crossing 100 on the CCI, and we're crossing the moving average on the DMI. But we're still above. We're still above. We're turning back, and the RSI is turning back to 70. So we're still good. We're still good. And this will be our stop loss. See that? It was resistance. Now it will be support. And if it breaks below that support, it will be our stop loss. All right. So look at this. On the 1 hour, firing great. Bulls in control. Bulls in control. Bulls in control. Same thing with the 5 minute. Firing off. Great. Bulls in control. Bulls in control. Bulls in control. Okay, 263.90. All right, let's get our so now we're up 2,000. Okay, we're gonna take 10 off. Gonna take 10 off. Gonna do the mid. We're at 264. All right. So 264. We're taking off. We're taking off 10. All right. So we took off 10. Now we only have 10. We have 2,000 profit for the day. We're leaving half on. So we're basically only risking now 800, but no, not 800. We bought it for 161, so we bought it for $1,600, so we're only risking $600 now. So it's hitting, that's definitely resistance at 264. But all signs are still bullish. Bullish, bullish, bullish. But that is resistance. And this will be our stop loss. 1 hour still looks great though. All right, let's speed this up. All right, so it's at 264.79. It broke through 264. Never touched our stop loss. Everything's looking great. All our indicators are firing bullish. One hour still looking good. But I said when it hits 264, start looking to go short. And when it hit 265, for sure go short. So where are we at? This chart is not up with the times. Okay. So once it hits 265, we'll take positions off. So let's see here. Sell. Remember, this is our stop. Now this is our stop loss. 264 is our stop loss. So we got the DMI crossing over the average. We got the CCI going below 100. We got the RSI going below 70. And we have the TTM squeeze turning red. All signs to get out. But we have our stop loss nearby and our take profit nearby. So we're just going to wait and see which one gets hit first. That topping or that bottoming tail right there, that's nice if it closes. $284. Ooh, it's getting so close to that 285. Come on, hit it, get out, and then we go short. $90, come on, 10 more cents. Up, did it go? Let's see, 298. So 306. There it is, it hit. All right, so we're out. It hit 265, now we're out. So now we're gonna go short. We're gonna go short at least 263. We're gonna buy 10 contracts at 168. All right. Now in the group, I told you in the beginning of the day, 264, 265 was our target to go short. 264, you got to start thinking about it, and 265, you want to go short for sure. So we had our indicators. Our DMI crossed over our moving average. Our CCI is above 100 still. That's good. Our RSI is still above 70. That's great. So this could go higher. The TTM squeeze is still green, and our 1 hour is looking amazing. That looks like it wants to go higher, and it might. But I think 265 is a great area to be short right now in this market on this day. I mean, if you look at the SPY, it's already moved up $5, 2%. Not saying that it can't move up more, because it's fallen $10, fallen $12. It could rise up that amount as well. So it is going a little higher. I wouldn't add, and my stop loss would be about 265.50. If it passes 265.50, I might get out as a day trade, but I was planning on holding this because I had a feeling, or I felt that the market had some more downside. So it closed above the resistance of 265, and it needs confirmation. Confirmation would be another close on top of the resistance. Nope, didn't look like it did that. Instead, it looked like it put in a topping tail. Yep, that's a topping tail. So a topping tail is this right here. That's a topping tail. That's a topping tail. Has a long tail on the top. So a bottoming tail has a long tail on the bottom, and signals that we're going to go up. A topping tail has a long tail on the top and signals on the top of a uptrend that we're going to go back down. So let's see. If we get to 264, I'll close out my short, or I'll just leave it to the end of the day, see what we're at. And I'll look at here. CCI below 100, RSI dropping towards that 50 line. The DMI had passed the moving average a while back. That was the first indication that this was going down. The TTM squeeze showing red bars now, losing momentum to the bull side. The 1 hour still looking good though. 1 hour looking really good. It's about 30 minutes left. Let's see how much profit we have. $200 profit on our short. Okay. Okay, it's at 264. I'm sure we have more than 200. It's buffering. So look at here. DMI came up, now switched, and now the bears are in control. The sellers are in control now. Look at that. CCI below 100, now negative 100. Sellers in control. Sellers in control. Sellers in control. $640 profit. Okay. There's some support right here. So I would take this off as a day trade, especially with that big candle. So we bought this one for 160 and now it's 221. For 160 and it was 221. Right? Yeah. Okay. So, like I said, there's support right here. See this right here? Boom, 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 boom. Support right there. That's why I took it off. Let's see if that holds. See if that support holds. Sellers in control. Sellers in control. Sellers in control. Sellers in control. That's support though. I don't gamble with support. If there's support there and I'm in the money pretty good, I'll take it off. If it breaks that support, I might look at getting back in, but if there's support this close, I wouldn't get back in. So if this broke support, I wouldn't get back in because there's support right there. But if this one broke support, I would definitely get in because there's not support until all the way down to 260. This one broke support too. This one broke support, I'd get in. This one broke support, I'd get in. Not this one. And look at that. This one put in a topping or a bottoming tail at that support. So it's a good thing we got out. So that was all the trades I made. I didn't trade anymore after that, especially because there's only 20 minutes left in the day. I would never trade in the last 20 minutes of the day if you didn't have anything already on. So total profit for the day, 3,000 off of risking only 1,000 or 2,000. So over 100% profit. And it was measured risk. We had everything on our side. Bulls, 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 bulls. Bulls, 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 bulls. We had our resistance levels in, and this trade worked out perfectly. Everything hit. And everything, days like today, there's a lot of them. I mean, sometimes these don't exist, but there are a lot of these days. And if you could maximize on these type of days and have your plan and have your support and resistance lines lined up, then you'll make good money on these days, and it'll make up for the days you don't get to have these days and the days that you don't trade. Sometimes the best day you have is a day that you're not trading because price action is just so crazy. Here, price action worked really well. Price action was great. Indicators worked well. TTM squeeze worked well. Support and resistance lines worked well. Not every day is going to be like this. But when they are, you maximize on it. You be patient. You wait for your targets. You get them. And then you do the reverse of what you said. You say, all right, I'm going to hold long until 265. 265 is major resistance. Okay, then you go short then. And if it keeps going, then you just get out that position. But chances are, if it moves up 2% and there's major resistance there, it's going to turn around. You know? And it looks like, you know, it hit the 263, had that bottoming tail, it's coming back up. It looks like it wants to get back to 265. But it's struggling. A lot of volume. This crossed over. This one's crossing over, zero line. This one crossed over 50. The last 10 minutes in the day. I would never risk that though. Too risky. Anything could happen in the last 10 minutes of the day. Anything. And usually it's a sell-off. Not every time. Sometimes it'll push it up into the close. But majority of the time, especially recently in this market, it's been a sell-off. So let's see. What happened? And there was a sell-off. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Sell-off. Right after that candle. Sell-off. From 264.63 sold off all the way down to 263. That's a $1.60 sell off down. That's why I would have never been in that trade. But I hope you guys learned something from this video. I'll do another video with all my indicators and tell you why and how I use them, if you guys didn't already understand why and how I use them in this video. And I hope you guys figured out how I got my price targets on the 264, 265 area, and how I got all my support and resistance lines. All right, thanks guys. If you have any questions, hit me up in the group or leave a comment on YouTube. Give the video a thumbs up if you got value from it, liked it, or a comment on wherever I posted this video at. Thanks. Bye.